Let's bring in the other side of the debate. My next guest says that if Democrats think a new jobs bill will be enough to curb unemployment, then they are, quote, doggone stupid, and that their focus should be on small business. Joining me right now is Republican Senator Orrin Hatch of Utah. Great to see you, Senator.
Well, nice to be with you.
That's quite an introduction, Senator. Doggone stupid. Tell me, why did you say that, and what's frustrating you about their approach to jobs?
Well, I think I've seen some very, very stupid things around here, and I probably shouldn't have used that language, but you know, it was half in jest, except that some of the ideas are really stupid when you think about it. Think of what the Democrats are doing. They've added the stimulus program that really hasn't stimulated anything. We're still at 10% unemployment. The underemployment is around 17.5%. That's because we count as employees those who go part-time. They're laying a lot of higher taxes on our people, higher inflation. I might add that they're making easy unionization if they can get that card check bill through. They have a protectionist trade policy, intrusive energy and environmental regulation, expansive and costly health care, as you can see here, and enormous budget deficits as far as the eye can see. All of this is anti-job creation and very, very detrimental to our society. And this health care bill is one of the biggest boondoggles I've ever seen in my life. What they really want to do is push people into Medicaid and Medicare so they can go to a true single-payer system, in other words, socialized medicine, and have the almighty federal government right here in Washington control all of our lives from a health care standpoint. And if they get that done, that's 1/6 of the American economy. You can imagine what they're going to do next. So, you know, that's what you get when you have the arrogance of power. They have 60 votes in the Senate. They think they can do just about anything. And if you look at what happened, there hasn't been a Republican input at all. The Help Committee did a total Democrat bill. The House did a total Democrat bill. Senator Buck has tried to do a bipartisan bill, but he was so restricted he couldn't. And then you come up with a Harry Reid bill that was put together totally by Democrats in the White House. So there hasn't been any real request for Republican input. They're pushing towards a single-payer system, no question about it.
Okay, so Senator, are you suggesting that this administration and the Congress, controlled by the Democrats, are trying to socialize the country?
Oh, there's no question about that. I mean, you look at the health care bill that they want. You look at how they're pushing people into Medicaid and Medicare, and how they're going to allow people to opt into Medicare. I mean, let's be honest about it. That's exactly what they're doing. And look, they're sincere. They actually believe the federal government will do much better than the state governments. I believe that the 50 state laboratories, we can pick and choose the best ideas from all of the 50 states, and we'll have a lot better health care system than we do by having the almighty federal government decide everything for us.
Senator, you're angry. And a lot of people in this country are angry. Yeah, it's okay. You're angry, and it's become very divisive. But is this how we're going to solve the problem? Why are you so angry? How do we come to a solution that the American people can be comfortable with?
Look, I think I'm in a position to be able to say these things because if you look at most of the health care bills that work in this country, they're Hatch-Dodd, Hatch-Kennedy, Hatch-Harkin, Hatch-Waxman. You go right on down the line. They're bipartisan bills that got tremendous votes in both the Senate and the House. This bill is going to get 60 votes. And frankly, in the Senate, if they can't get 75 to 80 votes, you know it's a lousy bill. And there hasn't been very much effort at all to try and make it bipartisan. They are really pushing us towards a government-mandated, government-controlled, federal government-controlled health care system. And if we do that, we got to be nuts because Medicare, they've already run into $38 trillion in unfunded liability.
Okay.
It goes, the Medicare Trust Fund goes insolvent within the next number of years. Medicaid is already headed towards insolvency. And they're going to take $500 billion or thereabouts out of Medicare that's already underfunded. They're going to take it out and put it into a new entitlement program? Come on.
So, Senator, you walk me through. What are your solutions to jobs, the unemployment situation, rising health care costs, energy costs that are rising, inflation that is still a concern? How do we solve these issues right now? Are we trying to do too much too quickly?
Number one, I'd get the arrogance of power by throwing the Democrats out of office and get the control back into conservative Republican hands. Number two, we should not do away with the Bush tax cuts. Those marginal tax cuts are a major hope to try and keep the economy going. Number 3, we should use 50 state laboratories to do health care. The federal government can participate by giving them the money, but they ought to be able to do their own health care in accordance with their own demographics. To go on further, we should come up with a maintenance bill that basically does well-being and proper care for people and gets people to have healthier lifestyles. We can do that. We also can do a whole raft of other things that we have 6 Republican bills, but we don't have a chance. If we brought them up, it'd be a joke because they got 60 votes, so to vote automatically against them.
Senator Orrin Hatch of Utah.
I could go on and on.
You could go on and on. We'll take it.
I could, and I could. It's an important set of issues, and I've got to tell you, it's awful. I'm sorry.
All right, Senator Hatch, thank you so much. Appreciate you joining us.
You bet.